Hello. How's it going? We'll do a real quick update here. I spent the entire weekend um, doing my other hobby. Stockton Con was in town. That's one of our big get together with a group of friends, and we have a little vending team. We get together and do a booth at local conventions, and one of the bigger ones in our local area, Stockton Con, was this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We did pretty good. And one of the reasons why I kind of mention it here is that is how I am kind of funding my whole hiking hobby, because hiking, especially if you're just getting into it, or if you're like me and you did it for a while and then you want to do it, get back into it after many years. Equipment has changed. My equipment is old. Some of it will not work, or technically will work, but there's so much better stuff there, especially as far as weight goes. The old metal frame backpack I used to use, I still have it out in the garage, and I would bet you money it would still work, but it would freaking easily add 10 pounds to the weight I'm carrying, just the backpack by itself. So sometimes it takes a little money to do. A lot of hobbies cost money, and hiking, backpacking is no exception. If you there are certain things you can go cheap on, and maybe I'll do videos about that, that's like tips or something like that. But there are certain things that you should not skimp on. I mean, you can get certain things cheap at different places, but when those cheap things screw up on you in the middle of nowhere, So yeah, there's certain things you shouldn't skip on, and I might go over them some other time on stuff like that. So anyway, that's why I mentioned that Stockton Con. I earned a pretty good amount selling things like comics and games and collectibles, things like that. And not only making money, but it's a lot of fun. We really enjoy. Our whole group really enjoys talking to the people that come by the booth. They want to talk comics. They want to talk role-playing games and all kinds of geek, pop culture stuff. I had a great talk with somebody yesterday about some of the Doctor Who shows and stuff. Just a lot of good fandom, a lot of fun stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. And as far as the weight thing goes, I usually start off with that. So we'll put it out there real quickly. I'm calling it a plateau. I did kind of like a preliminary weigh in, and I forgot what the weight was, but it was something like, I don't know, I was like half a pound lighter than the last weigh-in. But then I actually weighed myself on the official thing a couple of days later, and I'm like 0.1 pound lighter. So I'm not going to consider that a loss. I'm calling that a plateau, 0.1 pound, because that could be the margin of error in my scale for all I know. So, and I know what's going on. I'm doing okay with the calorie counting, and I'm not porking out on food. I'm doing okay with that. I have not been able to get out there and actually do exercise. And on top of that, I've just been concentrating on other things and prepping for other things, and some stuff going on. My son started high school. I've got a daughter out in college, and all that's been on my mind and stuff that I haven't actually had some of the time or the motivation to, even when I can't get out, I would get on like the life cycle and stuff. I haven't done that either. So really no real exercise. Although I tell you what, this weekend I got exercise moving my comic boxes to the van, then to the venue, into the venue. When the whole thing is done at the end of the weekend, out and then back, and oh my goodness. So that was a lot of walking, and that was a lot of lifting, and I'm feeling it. But yeah, I haven't done any of the real exercise. I haven't actually gotten out and walked for a couple of weeks, and I haven't done the life cycle. And I think that's where it is. Yeah, I'm kind of at a plateau. It's a good thing. I'm not like gaining weight. I'm happy about that. But I'm not losing it either. So I got to up my exercise so I can hopefully the next update next week have an actual weight loss to report to you. At this time though, 0.1 pound doesn't cut it for me. I'm going to call it a plateau. And so nothing lost this week compared to last week. And that's pretty much the report. We don't have much of another convention really planned until maybe closer to the end of the year, and so I will be able to concentrate more on the hiking. But at the same time, again, my schedule is kind of out there again. My son's school schedule. I just got back now. It's 8, about 10 after 8, and I just got back from dropping him off to school. And so this is really what it would be. I can't get out there and start my hikes at 7 o'clock like I was doing, because I have to be here to leave the house at like 7:45 to get him to school. Then I'll get back here a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning. That's, and if I, bring my stuff with me, put it in the truck, that would be it. I'd only be able to, right about 8 o'clock, I'd be able to go out, and that'll work okay when I want to do the little 5-mile hikes here close. I don't think that would be a problem if I started at 8 o'clock. I'd get done 10:30-ish, maybe close to 11. And that's okay if I don't have anything else planned that day. That would work. But for some of the ones that I have to like drive for like an hour first before I can start hiking, like out at some of the East Bay Regional Parks, and there's a couple in the foothills, they're about an hour away before I can actually start hiking. And if I can't start that drive until about 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to start hiking until 9. There's a good chance I won't be done until 2 in the afternoon. And for quite a few days, that's too late, because that means I won't be getting home here until 3-ish. That's pretty much the entire day gone, and I am at a point right now, even as a retired person, I have things that the family expects me to do, and stuff that I need to get done around here in town, and sometimes even picking up my son from school, stuff like that. I just can't be gone all day. So I will be trying to fit in the occasional one of those where it's just like, hey, this day is Dad's. I'm going to be gone all day long, and I think I can do that. But it's not going to be every week. It's not going to be a couple of times a week like I was doing. It's going to have to be. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to work on this new schedule, this school schedule that allows me to get out somewhere and get some things done. Until I figure that out, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Excuse me. So that's what's happening. So good news, I did make some extra fundage for my hiking thing, although I'm really not pressed to get anything new right now. I think the only thing I'll eventually replace will be my tent, because I have my water filter system. It's good for a while. My new cooking system is good. I've only got a little over 100 miles on my hiking shoes, so those should be good for a little bit longer. Yeah, so I'm not really looking at a major expense yet. The tent I do have, like I say, it's not a heavy tent. It's decent for backpacking. I like it because it's got plenty of space and all that kind of stuff. The only thing is once it's all packed together, it's still about yay wide, and it will not fit in my backpack. I got to put it on top, strap it on top of the backpack. And with the new internal frames that we use, the way I don't like just having things strapped to the outside of it. But there it is. It's kind of wide. But it works. It works. I took it up to the trip we did a couple of weeks ago, and it worked fine. I mean, it's easy to put up. I put it up, even though it's technically a 2-man tent. One person, me, I had it up in like 2 minutes. It was up. There it was. My tent's ready to go. So it's easy to use. It's light enough for backpacking. It's just kind of doesn't compact smaller like some tents do now. But so I'm not in a rush to replace it. So I've got this money kind of set aside, and that's cool. When I need stuff, I'll be able to do it. That's about it, you guys. So thanks a lot for, again, sticking with me. And we're at a plateau for the weight, so I'm going to work on that, find other ways to get some exercise in. And I want to get out and do some new hikes, so I have more footage and things to do. But for now, we're just kind of stuck there. Oh, and by the way, happy Eclipse Day. I am filming this on Monday. This is the report for from Sunday on, but I film it on Monday. So happy August week of the 20th. This is the 21st today, I believe. Let me double check that so I don't confuse people. Yes, this is the 21st, so this is the report for the week of the 20th. Filming it on the 21st, so happy Eclipse Day. And that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.